I see a lot of familiar faces here. Oh, here's another familiar face. How you doing? Talking about boiler computers. This guy walked into the pet shop and he's looking for a parakeet, and he sees 3 parakeets, one for $2,000, one for $4,000, and one for $10,000. So he goes over to the owner and he says, you know, this $2,000 one, what's that? He's like, that parakeet, he knows about computers. Okay, what about the $4,000 one? He says, that one, he knows about computers, he knows IT work, he knows how to fix viruses. So what about the $10,000 one? He says, you know what, I have no clue. All I know is that these 2 guys, they just call him boss. You know, often I still get the question, what does NTech do? What do we do? It's a pretty interesting question though, after so many years, guys are still asking that. You know, also a lot of times guys are telling me that, you know, their building heat's under control, and a lot of times they tell me, you know, buddy, I got news for you. There's, you know, if you're running your boiler with a basic outdoor reset, the apartments are going to be an average of 78 degrees and probably go up even to 80 degrees. And we see this in every building that has our system installed, and we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of buildings. You know, owners and managers think that, oh, I'm very on top of my buildings and things are running very efficiently, but without any data, how can you really know? So our system will give you the eyes and ears that, you know, that want to give you the knowledge that you need. So how can we help you? The answer is installing our stealth control. I just want to start off by saying, just to give a little background, that NTech started off back in 1997 as a monitoring company, monitoring service for dial-up systems. Dial-up systems, what's that? I told my kids yesterday, I said, do you know what a tape is that you put in a tape recorder? He's like, what's a tape? I know what a CD is, I know what a tape is. But basically, by keeping the monitoring as our primary focus, we outdid anybody out there with our powerful monitoring service. No one was able to beat our energy, knowledge, and talent. As we all know, you know, the world moves on, and internet became the new standard. We took our monitoring knowledge and built one of the first web-based EMS systems called the Vera 500 back in 2006. Our clients knew our reputation in heating control and monitoring, so they eagerly went ahead with the new technology, and we can proudly say that the Vera 500 is still operating in over 4,000 properties in the tri-state area, New York, Philly, Boston, Canada. But at NTech, we never sleep. We put our R&D department to work and introduced the Stealth in 2015 with improved control capabilities designed by our engineers and monitoring staff who have years of experience. The Stealth supports any type of heating setup, steam, hydronic, heat exchangers, pumps, etc. In addition, we designed it with ease of use in mind. The touchscreen on-site, website, and app are designed with the same interface and features. You ain't got to learn 2 different softwares. It's one software across the board. Do you rather your boiler mechanic decide which system to install? Do you want him to be able to install the chosen system? I have no problem with that. We host regularly, we host trainings for the mechanics to become certified contractors of the Stealth system, and I believe we're having one coming up within the next few weeks. The Stealth hardware was designed in a way that any mechanic in the boiler room would be able to understand how it works, so they can continue their work without having to be reliant on NTech, which is some of their concerns. Also, the data on the Stealth's touchscreen panel is an invaluable resource to anyone conducting work in the boiler room. You got 24 hours of temperature and boiler operation data available on the Stealth itself, on the panel, in the boiler room, and any boiler personnel have a much easier time diagnosing and facilitating any needed boiler repairs. In addition, our main focus was enabling the Stealth to operate under any heating application. The base product can operate as a sophisticated outdoor reset. The Stealth panel with an outdoor and return sensor for accurate boiler control when the outdoor temperature falls below the setting. Now, to further enhance boiler operation, the Stealth has several add-on components. We have the wireless network of indoor sensors, okay, which uses sophisticated technology. These sensors can be placed throughout the building to provide an assessment of the indoor temperatures And this would be taken into account as part of the heating calculation and prevent unnecessary heating when the outer temperatures may be cold, but the indoor temps are still comfortable from the previous heating cycle. Additional boiler room sensors, you have the aqua, you got the domestic hot water, you got the mix, supply, which gives you a real bird's eye view into the entire boiler operation. Owners have found that the domestic hot water sensor, an invaluable tool in monitoring the building hot water temperature data. The next thing we added on, which was not too long ago, but guys are running for it, which is the pressure sensor. And the data can be implemented into the heat cycle and is used to monitor boiler pressure. One of the many factors often pinpointed by NTEC when clients have heat complaints is insufficient boiler pressure. Water meter allows you, Water meter allows you to track how much water is added to the boiler feed and diagnosing leaks. Stack sensor, which is installed in the boiler's chimney. If the sensor registers reading that are too high, that'll tell you that the boiler needs some, the tubes need some cleaning. And cleaning the tubes will also result in savings because he will be able to go up to the building instead of escaping through the chimney right away. Valve control, expansion panels that we have. The stealth allows you to control of larger heating plants and can accommodate hydronic boilers, pumps, valves, and etc. Basically high-low, boiler unresponsive, water loss, heat bypass, summer winter switch. The alerts are customizable and it allows you to decide which members of your personnel should receive each one, the most efficient operation of your boiler plant. Managers can also opt to hand over the reins to NTEC and enroll in our energy management service. Our team of experienced agents have the testimony of years of monitoring thousands of buildings. We pride ourselves in providing the best customer service and really understand the needs of our clients. Conserve. With ensuring the boiler runs when it is needed, the Stealth is an energy conservation giant. Year after year, property owners can rest assured knowing that they're reducing energy consumption. And the last thing is save. There's a big percentage. I've seen buildings save at least up to 50% on their fuel consumption. And I believe it's one of the second to the largest expense in their building is the fuel cost. I personally think it's the number one. But additionally, with the alert system and diagnostics, the Stealth also saves time and avoids potential headaches. I just want to end off that my time is really up, so I really just want to end off. Unfortunately, there's not enough Con Edison people here, but I do want to say that since 2011, NTEC has been working with Con Edison as a market partner, obtaining controls rebates for nearly about 1,000 locations within the Con Edison service area. And throughout our years, working with the program, we've been able to continuously increase the amount of therm saved, earning the title of Contractor of the Year, which was about at least 4 years in a row, which probably be like 10 years in a row by now. It was 4 consecutive years, and we value our relationship with Con Edison and share their vision of making our world more energy efficient, one rebate at a time. So I just want to end off that I gotta tell you, working with you guys, with your people, responsive, great people, just overall everything is just amazing, and I'd like to thank you for that. Thank you all for attending.